Get the phone away from her! She's had it for too long! Her eyes going.
I don't want it. I don't want it anymore.
Don't.
Take it away.
Just give me the charger. This is the Weird Girl's Guide to the Internet. I'm Kira.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Emily.
Yes.
It's us.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about, internet identity. It's important that you don't share your password with anyone on the internet.
Don't share your social security
They
number.
will find you.
Except
and they
for
will
your best
know
friends.
Your life.
Yeah.
Your best friends should know your password.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I think you guys do know my passwords, which is dangerous.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
do.
to everything. Like, everything.
I
You
don't
know
your
my password too.
I don't know if... Oh, yeah, I do, but yours is so hard to remember, Alicia, like, in the sense I don't know which symbols go where.
What the fuck? I don't know either of your passwords.
And how to spell it.
No.
I think you do, Emily, if you saw it.
Yeah.
I'm going to text you it right now.
Yeah.
I do not. You guys are assholes.
No, you
No,
do.
watch. You know mine. I
Not
literally
a good
use
time.
it for everything. Here, I texted you guys it.
All right, so internet identity.
Yeah.
I don't know who I am on the internet.
Really? I feel like you have a very strong sense of self via the internet.
Whoa, that was touching.
I mean, I guess I'm coming off like that, but I'm still really confused, like, deep down, you know?
Like, what is your ideal internet presence self?
I don't know. I guess I have to answer that before I can become it.
So how does that make you feel?
Like, I want to have the perfect combination of, like, wit, creativity, artistic abilities, and also just, like, a chill girl who likes to party.
Chill wave.
Is that too much to ask for?
And also kind of sporty.
A little bit like sporty chic, yeah. Uh-huh.
And a little kind of like wacky. A little kind of...
Just a little bit cuckoo.
A little bit of like a nature girl. I like to
A little
keep
spicy on the side, you know?
Yeah.
a little bite.
If my
spice.
if my internet presence was a food, I'd kind of want to be a little bit of wasabi.
Ooh. with that ginger to cool you off.
Yeah.
when you need it.
Yes. A
Yeah.
little sushi roll, all rolled up.
I would love to be a
Something
sushi
snug.
roll on the
That would be
internet.
a snug sushi roll.
Guys, just talked over.
Snug _ sushi roll.
What about you guys? How do you feel about your internet's identities?
I feel like different social media mediums, I guess, I would have like different. Well, not really. I think for Facebook, I'm just nothing because why? And then
Yeah.
Twitter and Instagram, I feel like I'm the same type of person.
Kira, you know what? I honestly think that you guys have way more of like internet personas
I don't know
than
about
I
that.
do.
What I like, I don't know.
Kira, you've like found like the perfect balance between like being hilarious and like self-deprecating without being like annoying about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, like my dad telling me that I have multiple personalities.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then calling it, but that's like the reason I love you. Like that's not a compliment, Dad. I feel like, but I think self-deprecating humor via the internet is the funniest thing because it's like we don't really want to see you doing much else. No, just joking. But I don't know, like maybe it's just because that's all our humor, so to me it's funny.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
then you think about why like Twitter accounts like So Sad Today are so popular is that people relate to it so much.
Yeah, I
Well,
think I relate more to when people like aren't. I don't know what to say. I feel like sometimes when people use the internet for the, like, you know, different social media, they try to put on their best face, and like that's not what my social media is about. Like, you know, they're
Well,
trying to put on their best self. And, like, sometimes I am, but, I mean, definitely not my Twitter. That's why I'll never, if any employer sees my Twitter account, it's not even inappropriate. It's just kind of, like, depressing probably for them. They're going to be like, oh, this is the type of lady we're getting.
sad girl. But then, like, other people, I feel like on the other end of that, it's like people use it to, like, make themselves look maybe better than they really are
Yeah.
because they can, like,
They can filter it.
they can filter it and they can be very, like, intentional and purposeful in, like, what they do, like, maybe on Instagram, like, what they take pictures of and, like, how they edit it or, like, taking pictures of themselves even. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like more of an opportunity to like curate what your life like looks like. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like you're not gonna take photos of like that time you were crying and throwing up in the middle.
You'd be surprised. Well, there was like this picture that got like around the internet, and it was this girl who had just like tears coming down her face, and she like had a stab wound in her arm, and she was like, "I just got stabbed. I'm going to the hospital."
Okay, great.
Like, why would you post that? Why?
I'm gonna hit her. She on my Twitter. 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 She on my Twitter. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit.
I guess that brings us to selfies. There's
Yeah,
the healthy selfie.
and there's the unhealthy self.
Ooh, healthy selfie.
You
I
know,
like that.
positive selfie, where you're just like feeling yourself.
Yeah, like my hair looks good today. Finally, I'm gonna take a photo.
Yeah, and like I feel like we're finally moving past the point. Well, I don't know, we are, but like I don't know about the rest of the world where you have to like feel bad about wanting to take a picture of yourself.
Yeah, which is like totally okay.
Yeah.
Part of it is like I mean, I don't think people think of it this way, but the reason why like we hate seeing other people's selfies is because they're like taking up space, and we've always been told like we shouldn't take up space, and so like taking a selfie is like my way of like taking up space and like anchoring like my like mortality on the internet.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah, I don't
real
know how I
deep
got
towards
there.
selfie.
I was really following you until you brought up mortality.
I know. I think I like blacked out while you said that. I thought
Okay,
about one
just like
mortality. It's like,
anchoring that I exist on the internet, basically, is what I mean.
honestly, when I see people take, I mean, I don't even think like. First of all, the people that I follow on Instagram, I'm following them because I want to follow them. It's not like Facebook where you're friends with a bunch of people because either out of like I don't know, just out of habit or like if you unfriend them, it's just not you just I don't know. You know, one of those reasonings.
Yeah.
And like I feel like with Facebook and I mean Twitter and Instagram, when I'm following people, I'm following them because I actually want to follow them. It's not like so like when I see photos of them, I'm not even annoyed because it's like, well, I like you as a person. I followed you for a reason. So like I don't care.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know what I mean? I just I never thought of like whenever people took selfies, I never really thought about it. More so because like usually I follow my friends on those type of social medias, and so I don't think like, ugh, they're taking a selfie. Delete this friend for life
Yeah.
because
You're on the better half. You're on the good side of history then.
oh well, that's a nice thing of you to say.
Of course.
Thank you.
I'm only friends with people who are on the right side of history, so yeah. I don't know, selfies. Do it. But I don't know, I'm kind of a hypocrite. I don't really post selfies.
Yeah.
But you're okay with them,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to post them yourself if you don't want to.
I'm trying to say the last time I posted a selfie.
Actually, that's totally a lie because I've posted like 2 selfies with you guys.
I told
I guess
I
I feel like they're not selfies
oh
since other people are in them.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
But
true.
Alicia, like what you were saying about like taking up space, I really like that idea, like internet space.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
people don't think of it that way when they
Yeah.
rat on like selfies, but in a way that's kind of like what it is. And I think it becomes like unhealthy when it's like you have to like filter yourself in order to love yourself. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, it's okay to like enjoy filters and like
Totally.
filters on your face, but if it's like only when you're like layering all of that that you're able to achieve like the perfect like image of yourself is when it becomes problematic.
Have you guys
Hmm.
seen that new like internet challenge where it's like hashtag don't judge challenge or something like that?
Mm-mm.
So fucked up. It's like originally it was apparently supposed to be something like, don't it was supposed to be like take a selfie or a video of yourself, and I guess it was supposed to be like don't judge. It basically about like everyone's beautiful type of message, but then it turned into like teenagers took over, which is the worst
Hmm.
epidemic, and they they just like it started off as like they would make themselves as ugly as possible, whether it was like drawing unibrow or like drawing freckles all over your face or like acne, like putting in drawings or like wearing glasses. Like apparently everyone wore glasses to begin with, and they would like look ugly on purpose, their version of ugly, and then they like put their hand to the camera to cover themselves, and then they take their hand away, and then all of a sudden they like wear all this makeup and they become beautiful or something, and then at the end it just goes hashtag don't judge, and I'm like, what? This is
What's the
like a little
message?
fucked.
Yeah.
But apparently it's like really big. It was a if you search even on Twitter like hashtag don't judge challenge, I like didn't even understand it. I had to like look up like what the meaning of that behind it was. But
Oh,
this has nothing to do with it. I just wanted to know if you guys heard about it.
no.
I'd
It was
never.
on Vine a lot. If you look on Vine,
Wow.
I think this just proves that I'm too much on my screens that I see all this stuff.
Screen life.
Did
I
you
love
know?
this.
I think it was in China. They like diagnose a clinical disease as like when you're addicted to your screens.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
I was like, fuck yeah, I got that clinical
Hell
disease.
yeah.
I mostly have it though when I'm home, like in my hometown. Like I'm
Yeah.
not really on I mean, I'm on my stuff when I'm at school, but not so much. Like if I'm around my friends, I don't really, internet surf that much. But like when I'm at
Hmm.
home, I'll like find random shit I never thought I was gonna ever find.
Which is like the best part about the internet.
I
And the
guess so. It's
worst.
also the
And
worst
the
though.
worst.
Like I forget to blink, I start going cross-eyed. It's like a real disease.
Sweaty.
My
Breathes
name is
fast.
Kira O'Shea, and I suffer from internet illness.
My name is Kira O'Shea. I'm lactose intolerant, and I also suffer from a clinical disease called screenage.
Shit, just make sure you keep track of it all. I got bitches asking me about the code for the Wi-Fi, so they could talk about their timeline and show me pictures of their friends, just to tell me they ain't really friends. Ex-girl, she the female version of me. I got strippers in my life, but they virgins to me. I hear everybody talking about what they gon' be. I got high hopes for
Oh,
you
should we talk
niggas.
about bios on the subject
Yes, queen.
of Yas Queen? I don't really change my bio a lot.
I changed mine too much.
What have some of your bio highlights been?
Blessed
Um,
and unimpressed. That's one of
my Twitter bio changes more than I change my pajamas.
mine.
And if you know me, I never change my pajamas.
You should change your Twitter bio to that.
My past ones in the last few months have been like, I'm a fraternal twin. Like, my name is not Sierra. Have a nice day. Lactose intolerant, but still up for a good time.
My favorite one.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know any other ones.
Oh wait, the donut one.
Oh, that's my Instagram one.
Yeah,
Tag
I
me in photos of donuts. Thank you.
My Instagram and Twitter bio have been Lil Scrump Nugget for like months.
I know.
Yeah, I love it. I laugh every time I look at it.
I'm trying to think what other ones. I've never had like a serious bio, I don't think.
In high school, I thought I was really clever and I made it American Aquarium Drinker from the Wilco song.
What is the other ones have been before?
Oh, it used to be Boogie Woogie Woman.
Yeah, that one was that was when I met you. That's what I remember.
It's from a Mac DeMarco song.
Um,
Boogie Woogie Woman.
That was
That's
beautiful.
me.
I don't know any other ones I've had.
Yeah, I don't either.
I love when when people's in what's it called, Twitter bios say retweets do not equal endorsements. I don't
Oh
know
my
why I
gosh,
think that's
yeah.
so funny. Everyone and their mom has that. All opinions are my own. Yeah, because it's your fucking Twitter. What else would I think? I wouldn't think that your mom took over your Twitter account and was like, they're not gonna know that these opinions are not his. Look out, world. These opinions are my own. Like, yeah, it's your Twitter account.
Yeah,
Isn't that a given? That the opinions are your own?
you'd think so.
I see that so many times. I don't get why people
Did
write
they
that.
work for like
I
huge
can understand
companies?
No, it's like stupid ass J school kids that like work at fucking Missourian. Look, dude, you've got 200 followers. I understand that the opinions are your own.
Hey, man, you got 200 followers. Could you just chill out?
I just love the retweets do not equal, and then that do not equal sign, endorsements. Yeah, okay, whatever, chill out.
Anything else you want to say about bios?
Weren't we gonna do like a game with that, or we're not doing that anymore? We would describe certain types of posts, and then we have to create a bio from it.
If you want to do an example.
Like, I was joking saying, like, I posted a photo of a coffee cup and a book, and then I captioned it, like, rainy Sundays are just, like, my favorite types of days. What's my
Okay.
Instagram bio?
The bio would be like live, laugh, love, basically.
But,
Or,
like,
like,
any
I feel
emojis?
like the emojis would be like
the coffee cup emoji,
yeah,
the
coffee
peace
cup.
sign, and then, like, the stars swirling.
Oh, I can visualize it now. Okay, now you give, Emily, you give a type of post.
Okay. Wearing, like, all black clothing, and the caption is, like, it's my witches.
Your bio would be, fear this bitch.
No, it would not be that badass.
No, I only thought that because I saw that in a bumper sticker today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I put it on Snapchat. It was really big too. Like, it was like, fear this bitch.
Well,
There's
kids.
I know, that's a joke. Bio. What would your bio?
Music is my religion.
Music is my drug.
Rainbow emoji. Yeah, music is my drug.
I miss My
Go
Chemical
on.
Romance. MCR.
Okay, hang on. Whoa. Who doesn't miss MCR? Okay, Alicia.
You have to do yours.
Okay. A bio of a person laughing in a big giant hat under a tree. One of those giant sun hats that's covering your face.
I never knew the type of woman. Wait, what's the Diane von Furstenberg quote? I never knew what I wanted to do with my life, but I always knew the type of woman I wanted to be. Diane von Furstenberg.
Jane Austen?
No, Diane von Furstenberg.
Uh,
She said that.
Wait,
I
Jane
mean,
Austen?
That's a little generous for the kind of Instagram I was thinking about.
No, like, I think a lot of people love that quote, though.
Oh, like they would put the quote as it, not DVF is the owner of the Instagram. Okay.
No, that's their bio, is like that quote
Okay.
from her.
Yeah. Or it'd be like a Coco Chanel like bio or something like that.
It'd be like, only put perfume on the places you want to be kissed.
Hashtag Chanel.
Hashtag,
Ew.
hashtag number 5.
I was picturing, like,
What, your
it's
vagina?
like- it would say, what? Wait, what? You know what I was just thinking about? You know what I was just thinking about?
What?
My vagina.
I thought you were gonna say that quote was misleading or something about like
Oh.
putting perfume on the places that you want to be kissed at. And I
You
was
should not
like,
put perfume
Your
on your
vagina.
vagina. I don't think that's healthy for it.
only Febreze.
Yeah, you could irritate it.
Yeah, only Febreze, you guys.
Only
Don't
Febreze.
irritate your vagina.
Only Febreze and laundry. What's it called?
Just stick a laundry detergent pack in your underwear.
Yeah. And then jump up and down to like
Take it around.
stimulate the package.
Shower. That's what I
Shower.
call- That's what I call a shower. I don't know about you guys.
Ready to go.
Well, see, for that bio, I would say something like Sunshine Lady, or like
Sunshine Lady.
I love the outdoors, or like
I love books, the outdoors, and
coffee, of course.
coffee. Coffee addict, book lover.
Horse
And then-
whisperer.
All of her Instagrams of coffee are like chai lattes from Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll like Instagram like the markings, and it's like instead of the
Heroes.
cabin, she'll be like, I'm an addict.
I'm an addict.
With that laugh.
Jay-Z ain't with you, and Beyonce need to stop acting lazy. She Instagram herself like bad bitch alert. He Instagram his watch like mad rich alert. He only wanna see that ass in reverse. $2,000 bag with no cash in your purse. Now you sitting courtside, wifey on the other side. Gotta keep them separated.
Do you guys want to talk about like being working women in the age of the internet?
God.
No.
No.
Or trying to get jobs in the age of the internet.
I feel like we're in some sort of transition, though. We have to be. Because I was thinking about this, I've thought about this a lot. I mean, I'm not going to run for president, but like our generation, when we are, older in our 40s or whatever, we're going to have someone from our generation that's going to run for president, right?
Mm-hmm.
They lived through this type of internet age. You don't think that there's going to be one tweet that they tweeted maybe when they were 19, they probably shouldn't have tweeted when they were drunk, or like they're going to post, they're going to send a Snapchat that was maybe them flicking off the camera or something and someone screenshotted it, and then some, things like that. It's just people are going to have to there's no such thing now as like, I don't know, like you can't keep your skeletons in anymore. And like,
Yeah.
I just feel like
Well,
that
I think
has
people
to
are.
transition.
I think people are just gonna have to stop caring about shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care if you flipped off the camera or like if you tweeted something that you shouldn't have. I mean, unless it was like racist or sexist.
Yeah, exactly. But I just think about like, just I
Yeah,
don't know, things
there's
like
so
that, what
much.
people would care about. Like, I mean, dude, I've tweeted so much and I can't even go back now and delete them. I wouldn't even know which ones were drunk tweets and which ones were sober ones at this point. And so it's just like things like that. I don't mind if employers look at my Twitter account. I've never really said anything that was racist or sexist or like inappropriate in that manner. So it's like, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they always like. I remember when we like in the J school we had like a whole segment in class one time about like not Twitter etiquette, but kind of like your Twitter manners in a way. And it was like, yeah, go through your Twitter now, like when you get out of class, see if there's any tweets that are inappropriate and delete them. But you know what? Also, like if you delete them, employers can still search like your past 30 days on Twitter, regardless of. I was like, this is so dramatic. When like really, I tweeted something when I was drunk, like, "Oops, got too drunk" with the number 2 or something. And I'm like, is that really gonna get me not a job or something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I was like thinking more about like just like communicating, because it's like we do like so much more stuff for like different jobs and like on the internet and like sending emails and like promoting like ourselves on the internet. I mean, I guess I mean it more in terms of like the whole like internet identity. It's like you have like your identity on like Twitter and Instagram, but then when you like are in your workplace setting, you have to have like a whole different way that you like conduct yourself on the internet, and it's like
Yeah.
promoting things. It's like, how do you like maintain like your voice and like promote things in like a formal way without being like too formal or like too like without like trying too hard to sound like funny.
No, yeah, I totally get that because like I have to do like social media for the sign show, and like promoting that art project is like way different than just like tweeting for myself or even promoting this podcast. Like it's so much easier for me to like not have to think about what I'm gonna tweet out in order to promote our podcast versus like promoting the Billboard project, because it's just like two different personalities. And when I have to like rid myself of my like personality, it's like so much harder for me to like behave on social media, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I've been like, I saw like this article one time about using the word just in your emails, like, hey, I'm just wondering, or just wanted to know, or like, can you just send me this? Like saying that, and how it's like, I don't know, it's like weak language. And then I started looking into it, and there are like all these articles about like using weak, quote unquote, weak language in emails and how it comes across. And like part of me understands that. It's like, yeah, you should be direct. But also the other part of me is like, what's wrong with like being polite and like
I was just gonna say, I feel like that's a polite. I would never think that that was weak language. I would just think that's polite language.
I know, and it's like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff about like, and it's also like directed at the way like women send emails, like compared to like men. And like I feel like there's this whole thing where it's like you have to like, you're supposed to like act like a man in the workplace by being like aggressive. And I'm like, just like, why is that the default and like the better option? Like, why is that what we're supposed to be like? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really get that.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, like the first time that you told me about that, I kind of realized, and I've thought about it before, like while I'm writing an email, like how I'm being not like passive, but just like not very assertive. And I like wonder if other people do it too. Like if I'm like asking for something in an email, I start off with saying like, I was just wondering if, and then I like make my request, because I just feel like it's just so blunt, just like make a request. And like, I don't know. I'm just like easing the reader into my email.
Because imagine if you started off, especially if you were talking to someone like, not necessarily with authority, but someone you kind of respected, whether it's like a professor or something, and you can't just start the email saying like, hi, so-and-so, I need you to send me a letter of recommendation. Like, what? That's so rude. You'd have to be like, hi, I was just wondering if it'd be okay.
Yeah.
When would you ever do that? Like, that's ridiculous.
I
I
totally
don't
agree.
like those articles that you read. That's stupid. Weak language?
Dumb.
That's just another version of someone saying weak as like, just like, hit at your ego or something. I don't know. That's just stupid. That's not weak language. It's polite.
Part of it I understand like being direct, but like in certain situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you're talking to like an equal and you guys are trying to get something done.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can be direct and say what you want.
Yeah, or like if you're an employer and your employees, you need them to get something done, you can be like, I need you guys to send me your so-and-sos by this point. But, I mean, there's a whole authority respect type of issue when it comes to like, if I was talking to my employer and I was like, I need you to send me my paycheck. It's just like,
No.
I get fired.
Yeah. And they didn't really acknowledge like the different settings
Yeah.
that you send emails in. So
Yeah, and I just think that this is another case of like picking apart how women talk and like criticizing it. Like, what was the headline for one of the articles that you saw?
hang on, sorry. From the Telegraph, it says the title of this article is "Women Need to Man Up and Stop Using the Word Just."
And it's like, no.
It's written by a woman too. I'm like,
Tell
come
me to
on.
man up. And don't like make language like gendered.
Exactly.
If I want to say just, then I'm going to say just, just like all the time.
Yeah.
Just deal with it.
You can just deal, okay?
Okay? Okay.
Great.
Yesterday, Anne Friedman tweeted, "Hi, sorry. I know good diction is important, but actually, could you just like stop policing women's speech? Does that make sense?"
Thanks. That's awesome.
You fuck you.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
fuck you.
it's just like, also just like, what was it, a fucking slow news day that you had to write about the way that women spoke in an email?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like, could you not? I don't know. Maybe check Facebook trending topics and talk about those.
Some people seem to think she needs changing. They don't know the struggles that she was raised with. So shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
What are your guys' email signatures right now?
Not available. NA.
Mine's just my name. Well, I haven't changed mine since I graduated.
So what is it?
It's my name, and then my school, and my major, and my number.
That's mine too, actually, on my Gmail.
I hate when people put words of wisdom, like quotes, below their email signatures. Like, honestly, I'm not going to take time to read your quote.
Are
Because
you joking? I will take time. I'm confused why they write it, so then I take time to read it. I don't think anything beats out the one that I read last time. I should probably pull that one up. It would be a good soundbite.
Yeah, you should.
Alright, I have an email signature up right now.
Let's hear it.
Alright, this is all real. None of this is fabricated. This is an actual email signature. It starts off with about 37 asterisks. And then underneath it says, laugh when you can. Apologize when you should. And let go of what you can't change. Kiss slowly. Play hard. Forgive quickly. Take chances. Give everything. And have no regrets. Life's too short to be ... Oh shit. Life's too short to be anything ... but happy. Unknown.
unknown said that.
Unknown.
That's the best part.
How did I fuck up the quote while I was reading it?
That
I
was
think I got way too into my acting and I fucked up the end while I was reading it.
Speaking of language, Alicia and I were talking about like how like differently people read like texts and stuff, and like the way that people word things, and like it's kind of connected to like using the word just. It's like the different words we use. Like you never just say yes. Like if Alicia was like, "Hey, do you want to go get lunch?" I wouldn't just text her back and say yes. I'd be like, "Yeah," or like, "Hell yeah," or like fist bump emoji. Like I wouldn't just say yes because she'd read it and she'd be like, well, okay.
You're like, wow, bitch, you don't have to get it with me then.
You don't have to. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's like a level of friendship thing, you know?
well, I think it's also like an internet thing. And like, so like we were talking about it because I like read this article and it was called like How to Say Yes by Not Saying Yes. And it sort of like broke down like saying yeah and yes and like where like all of those places like came from, and also like why we do that and how we're like rejecting just yes because it's like cold and not personal. And like basically it talked about how like the reason why we've developed this like different like internet language and like variations of yes is to like make up for the fact that like the like human like voices like don't come in like when you're talking on the internet. I know, I thought it was like really interesting. just
That
because
makes sense.
it's like not enough anymore just to like say what you mean, and even yes doesn't even mean yes anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, but also like fuck you, or like, yeah, but I'm mad.
I mean, I wouldn't think that when someone texts me yes, probably like fuck you, but maybe if you
I
do.
mean, it depends on the context too, obviously, but it's like if someone thinks that you're mad via text, you don't respond with like, I'm not mad. You respond with like a thumbs up and like, I don't know, a bunch of extra S's in your yes.
Oh, is that what you do when you're mad?
I don't know. You'll have to figure it out. You have to
I think I
See,
kind of know.
I think Kira and I have like a much different idea of like
Hmm.
text communication than Alicia.
Yeah.
Can
We
you
discuss
explain,
this so much.
wait,
Like,
what?
I said I feel like we've discussed this, so like we always circle back to it
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Like when we all lived together, and I've used this example way too many times, but just bear with me. And say we always, I feel like this happened almost every day in a sense. We'd always ask what we were eating, right? Like, what are you guys doing for lunch? Who's going out for lunch? Do you guys want to go out for lunch? Type of thing. And say Emily texted that to all of us, and I respond like usually within the second. I say yes, let's go. And then we discuss where we want to go. We'd say we figure it out. We're gonna go to Main Squeeze. And then Alicia hadn't answered yet. And then we'd be like, Alicia, are you gonna come? No answer. 20 minutes later, hey! Exclamation point. Sorry, comma. I was in class. Period. But, comma. I will join you guys for lunch. Exclamation point. See you then. Smiley face. That's actually really exaggerated.
Dash A.
Best.
Oh,
Elite.
also, this is really off topic, but Alicia loves to use, what's that called? Oh my God, what's that called? When you're like trying to diminish a word. What's it called? Like initials?
Diminish a word?
Abbreviation?
Abbreviation. She like
In a
loves to use
diminish a
abbreviations without realizing that no one else uses those abbreviations. Like one time, I feel like you did this for Lakota. You might have written like LK. I don't know. And I was so confused, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, I'm having some food at LK. Oh no, one time she goes, I'm having some food at CZ.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? What is that? And she's like, Coffee Zone. And then I get to Coffee Zone, and she's like, sorry, I'm at Lakota.
Okay, you know the funniest thing is, yesterday we did trivia, and one of the questions was, what does this acronym stand for? And it was NIMBY. And everyone didn't know it. I was like, oh my gosh, I know it. And I said, not in my backyard.
I didn't even know that.
And everyone was like,
me?
how did you get that? And like, it was like,
Because
I'm
you
surprised
speak.
Laura didn't know that.
Annette.
yeah. So
NIM? That's a real acronym, NIM?
that was, of
NIMBY.
all the questions I could have gotten, that was the one I definitely should have gotten.
I don't use acronyms ever. No, never.
Jargon.
I love them, so.
And you used to use them. You don't do this anymore, but when I was first friends with you and you would talk about your friends from home, you would always use like P or T or A or B. And I would literally be like, I'm not even going to ask her who these people are. I have no idea who she's talking about.
The thing is, like, I think I started doing it after like you knew their names. And then
I don't know. I think you give me too much faith. I think you have too much faith in me. I think I didn't know their names.
I would like to continue believing in you, so.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate the faith you put in me, but I probably didn't know them. But you're not the only one that does that. Bridget from home did that all the time, and I'd have no idea what she was talking about. She'd be like, I talked about them once, and I was like, don't know still. But back to Twitter language, or text language. My mom will be like when I will text her something, like, say I'm excited about, and I'll be like, and I'll use, like, 1,000 exclamation points, she always will text back with an uppercase, like, cool, period. And I'm like, that is so mean of you to say.
That's so rude. The period.
My parents both have kind of very dead language.
So is my dad.
It's really, like, off-putting.
Yeah.
I
It
know.
kind of puts you in a mood.
Like, whenever my dad texts me and he's just like, call me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong?
There's still that little bit of you that's like, oh fuck, they know. But
Yeah, seriously. And I'm
You're
like,
like, what
I
do
don't
they
hiding
know?
anything in my room anymore.
wait, everything I do is like legal now, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know. We all read it differently. It's funny.
It is, but sometimes it's just like it just turns into miscommunication, and it
Like,
gets frustrating.
you know in Frances Ha when they're in the bathroom and she's like, "Don't treat me like one of your 3-hour brunch friends."
Yeah.
Every time I get an exclamation point from you, I just want to
Me?
say that.
I love exclamation points.
No, anytime like when I'll say something that I think is funny, and I'm hoping Alicia will respond the way I want her to, like, just like ha 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 ha. And when she responds, a capital LOL with like an exclamation point, like LOL exclamation point, it always hurts my feelings.
Okay, I never put exclamation points after LOLs.
Oh, all right.
If
Hold
it's
on.
not, if it's
I will
not
find it. I will find it.
Evidence.
You
It's
probably did it in the
definitely
last few days.
though. It
Well,
could be
that's another-
LOL lowercase with exclamation points. but
No, you've done a low. Yes, you have, and I will find it. Yes.
Okay, I don't know. Someone took over my body. Some other virtual version of me took over my body and texted that.
Isn't that so weird though? Like that's such a small thing, but you're like, I know I would never say that.
I know, like it's so
It doesn't
like
mean anything.
yeah. That
But
is.
you also hate when I say lol. I just say lol all the time.
The thing is, I say it sometimes now too, but it's only okay when I do it because I know what I mean when I do it. But when other people do it, sometimes I don't know what they mean.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean though. It's always a good thing when I say it.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't believe you.
Well, I feel like whenever I think something is actually really funny, I'm like, do I do like the ha 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 ha? Or do I just say lol? I usually just go for lol. It's just
I
like,
think
oh,
haha. I
no,
feel like
oh my
I'm the
God.
only one that says LMAO anymore.
Oh, I love that.
No one will say it to me anymore, and it makes me cry.
I know people who say it. Trang says it a lot.
Oh, good. That makes me feel better. The only person I know that says it to me, like if I type something and someone writes LMAO after it, I'm like, fuck yeah, I rocked that last text I sent them. I made them laugh.
Rocked their world.
They laughed
Yeah,
their ass off. They are assless because I'm so funny.
Assholes.
I think this goes back to the like variations of yes thing. Like the reason why like Kira, you and I probably prefer like ha 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 is that like that is more real than LOL. You know what I mean? Like LOL seems really stiff to me. And like
yeah.
I also when I do it sometimes, not all the time, it's more of a sarcastic LOL. Like it's just like LOL, okay? Like that's basically sometimes what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's not very direct.
Honestly, if I
Or if
don't
I
think
just
something's
woke up, I'll say LOL.
if I don't think something's that funny, I'll probably just say like LOL. If it's
Yeah.
all caps though, I think it's funny.
Okay, yeah.
If I
so
say
Kira,
haha, it means I don't think it was very funny.
your LOL is what I'm scared of with everyone's LOL.
Wait, when it's all caps, LOL?
No, when it's lowercase LOL. When it's like you have
Oh,
nothing else to
yeah.
say and all
That's
you
what
say
I
is
do.
LOL.
Because usually I'd be like, I don't know. Yeah, I do that still. I'm thinking like I grew out of that. I haven't grown out of it.
You just heard the Weird Girls Guide to the Internet. Check us out on weirdgirlsguide.tumblr.com or follow us on Twitter at weirdgirlsguide. Tune in next time for more of us.
Do you like us in your ears? Well, then listen more.
Try us on your feet.
Hello, hey.
You should retweet us sometime. You know?
Favorite us, follow us.
RT for fun.
If you've run into some funny, weird, annoying email signatures, send them to us at weirdgirlsguide@gmail.com and we'll read them off and stuff. Hello.
Maybe something else. You get it. You catch.
Wink.
You catch me. You catch
Wink.
me.
Nudes.
Wink.
You know what? My favorite type of email signature is the nude.
I usually sign off with my butt, as in my bare ass.
These nuts.
These nuts.
But online, you can search me at Cinnamon Toast Crunch Lover at hotgirls.com. Cut that out. You're listening to Weird Girls Guide.